Hello all, welcome to another one of Attero's games from his road to rank 1 Grandmaster. He is going to be the red Protoss on the left, going up against ZeNEXYong, the very strong blue Protoss in the top right, and this is going to be really interesting. Right now, Young is in the top 10 of GM for North America. I think he's ranked 4 or something ridiculously good like that. And Attero, I think his top rank has been rank 4. At the moment, he's not quite there yet, but he can definitely do it. He's got the skills. And Young, this is going to be a really interesting PvP. I'm very curious what he's going to be doing. He did manage to take in control to an over 30-minute long epic PvP on ZeNEXYong Crypt. That was a very, very cool game, and I'm curious to see what he's going to be able to pulling out of his hat in this game. Now, Young is Korean, and I know Koreans are incredibly good at foregating, so that could definitely is something we're going to have to be aware of. A lot of people like to fake the foregate. Young could definitely pull it off better than most, and he's good at it. So let's keep that in mind. Attero, on the other hand, I don't think I've really ever seen him do a true foregate. It's just been mostly robo play, Stargate play, that kind of road. I like his use of Phoenixes that he had against In Control, and we'll see if he's going to try and repeat that. It's just a matter of what he can get away with and what he scouts. But we gotta see if we're gonna have a possible four-gate wars. But it's not Towering Altar. You do have your ramp, so it's probably not gonna be four-gate versus four-gate. But we'll see what's gonna happen. Right now, Attero is getting down his gas at all normal timings. So far, we can see that Chrono Boost is being used on this. We'll see if another one does get used or not. Young's and Attero both seem to be saving theirs, at the very least not using them on these probes. So now, take a look around over here. Attero's going to go ahead and make sure he really gets gas in. He sends guys in right before it actually finishes. But there we go. It's going to allow him to have immediate saturation the second that those guys are done. And he is saving up his Chrono Boost. So there is that Cybernetic Core being thrown down. And Young is... Yep, these guys are legitimately saving up their Chrono Boost. So we could have 4-gate versus 4-gate going on. And actually, I'd be very cool with that because I want to see very high-level 4-gate micro. Young is actually is lower in the food count. You can see Attero snuck out an additional probe to Young. And that is... actually, I'm curious how he did that. There might have been a discrepancy in the timing of the actual... gateways for each other. Young's now thrown down another gateway, second gate. Attero's just got his one. He is getting a second gas though. So is Young. So it looks like we might not be having 4-gate or possibly just going for Robotech. I want to see Robo or Stargate Tech out of these players. It'd be very interesting to see. And now Young's going to get in the base, and he's going to see that Attero threw in a second gas, and Young's going to know that he was ahead when he was mining it. Stalker is being chronoed out for Attero, while for Young, he's just going to go ahead and start chronoing a Warp Gate, and he could be doing a... Actually, probably not with this pylon be going down, so probably going to see some kind of tech, but he's still saving his Chrono Boost. And is he going to use it on the Cybernetics Core, or what? No, Stargate being thrown down. Very cool. I think we're actually be having Phoenixes coming out of Young. I've seen him do that in the past, and he did it very, very, very well. Now it's just a matter of what will Attero do. We have a second gate going and thrown down. I think he might be doing a similar build order, but Attero is squeaking out probes a lot more 24 to 21. So economy's looking very, very, very strong. But Young has got... Zealot essentially coming out. He thinks he's just doing that just because of the possibility of 4-gating. But you can see Attero's got much better map vision as he's got control of the watchtower. Young is completely blind. His most forward sight is this Stalker at the ramp. But here we have that Sentry finishing. We will have his Stargate finishing with enough for either there we go. Phoenix will be coming down. It's not going to be Void Rays. Very good. Phoenixes are so much more fun to watch anyway. But the Robo's gone down for Attero, so if he can get out some Stalkers and Observer, see what's going on, he could mass up enough units to make sure he doesn't take too much damage from the harassment that Young will be capable of doing. So now we're going to have a third gate being thrown down. And he does have enough for a 4th gate if he wants it, but I don't think he'll be throwing that down. So 3-gate Robo, very standard, very normal PvP. Young's Phoenixes could really take advantage of this, though. If Attero goes for Immortals, then these Phoenixes can definitely get some lifts on those Immortals and prevent that crazy amount of DPS to really go in. But as you can see, the tech has been revealed. Attero is now fully aware of the Phoenix Shorts, and he's going to go right into Blink Stalkers. This is actually a very nice reaction. The Blink Stalkers and a 4th gate, so he's going to just switch into complete Blink Stalker play. I don't know if that was his plan from the beginning, but it could easily just be a reaction to the Phoenixes. If he takes no damage and can actually engage in a favorable position, he can really take out ZeNEXYong with the investment that Young put into getting Phoenixes. As long as Attero doesn't take too much damage. It will all depend on the Blink Micro and if he can actually get an Observer into the base of Young. But Young is getting down his own Robo at the moment, which means he could get out an Observer, snipe that of Attero, as he is now aware of the Blink plate that will be coming in, and there it is, getting chronoed immediately out. Attero is going to have a... He's not really going to have a window of opportunity. He just has to make sure he can find an opening in the defenses of Young. Because if Young gets Observers out and can snipe it out, especially with the Phoenixes, he doesn't even need to really worry. As long as he micros around and gets the Phoenixes close to that Observer, gets detection, that Observer is dead, and Attero won't be able to blink into the base, and then Young will be able to have his expansion to... He's going to have his expansion. So Young's going to expand behind this, and that is risky. If he had a Robo getting out pure Immortals, then he could, Robo earlier on get pure Immortals, then he could defend this just by splitting up his Immortals with his other army units, and then he'll be able to just out macro Attero. But he's just now getting out his Immortals, so it's going to be a little bit of a tight fit, and Attero's going to get in here. He does see what's going on, but he's got to take a look at that Expo. His probe, his Observer is going in the wrong direction, so he's not actually seeing this Expo, but he should be seeing that probe. Will he? I don't think he's actually looking at the screen right now to take a look at that probe. He's got to be aware of that. 4 Phoenixes are out in the field. They are going to be able to go ahead and do some harassment. Never mind, because Attero has his Stalkers in a very good spot. You can see that very little has been killed in terms of workers from either player. So Attero is just looking fine at the moment. Young's going to have to pull back. He does see the Stalkers. Attero sees the Phoenixes, but are they going to go in right now and try and get some harassment done? There are no Stalkers in play to go ahead and deal with that. Attero because blink in, which he does. We are going to see a bunch of probe kills and a sentry kill as well. That is a nice pickoff, and Attero doesn't have blink cooldown finished. If he did, he could actually snipe under. Probably sniped one of those Phoenixes at the very, very least. But Young's expansion is done, so he's got a nice economy now. You can see the nice probe transfer. He's actually leading the probe count by 4, and his income is about to get to be very much higher than Attero's in terms of the mineral income. But all these Stalkers are here, and there you go, blinking forward, going to do some damage. They're actually not going to pick off a single Phoenix, though. Young doing a nice job of pulling them back into the most efficient manner to make sure they take the least amount of shots from those Stalkers, and he is looking solid. First Observer is on the field, and Attero's Observer is just sitting here at the Watchtower. It's an interesting choice. He's not getting very much scout information. I don't think... Attero has seen the... Okay, well, goodbye to that probe. Attero is fully aware of this expansion, the fact that it was put up. He hasn't really gone to take advantage of it, though. He's just going for a massive blink all-in, it seems. He's going to shift Q his Stalkers, but what is going on over here? Oh my god, what are they doing? They are completely glitching out in that area, and he's got to realize this. His Stalker force is strong, but he needs to get them into the right spot. He's got blinks and move forward, takes out 1 Phoenix. Actually, took out more. I think he took down a solid 2 Phoenixes in that. 1 very badly hurt, but there's no really forward pounds. It's just those guys over there. But take a look at this. Young has been chrono boosting out these Immortals. He's working on getting out his 4th out with chrono, and that just might be too much for Attero. He's got a nice force of Stalkers, but these Immortals are going to be so key. Look at them just doing so much damage. Blink is going to be used to bring these guys back, but these Phoenixes are now in play. They can lift off, make sure that Attero takes lots of damage. Observer is in play, but is there? I don't think there's actually one out for Young in this position. He's not able to hit that Observer, and we're seeing him continue to push in. We do have Attero doing some nice blink micro to try and take advantage of this, but you see lifting off of all the Stalkers, not really a big worry. The Mortals are actually getting targeted down, though, and Attero's getting a nice surround. Young might have been a little bit too aggressive moving all that army forward, because now he's taking losses, but actually it seems like the Zealots in closing the gap is going to make the difference and push it into Young's very, very drastic favor, causing Attero to give the good old GG. So Young is going to emerge victorious in a very nice show of just reading and responding accordingly by plopping down the Robo and chroning out Immortals because of Attero's very large 1 base blink Stalker all in. Great use of the Phoenixes for scouting and then just weakening the army by around 4 Stalkers consistently, and that gives the Immortals enough time to deal with DPS, and it gets himself in a nice position so that Attero is going to have a nice surround. But hey, when you have Zealots, Stalkers, and Immortals all attacking Stalkers without any issues, well, the ones with the Admirals and the Zealots are going to win. Zealots have a very hard time dying when they fight Stalkers without micro, and it shows because ZeNEXYong just took that battle so easily. You can't really see them right now, but I'm just going to bring it back to the Your Workers Lost tab, where you can go ahead and take a look at the fact that there are 28 losses for 4,375 resources for Attero, while Young just lost 13 units for 2425. Not exactly a worry at all. So definitely a great showing. So good stuff by Attero, better stuff by Young, and that was a really cool game. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have good luck in all your gaming. Thank you.